Hey everyone, this is CeoTrades, where money works for you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, July 15th, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the markets are a little bit slow. They're going to be slow for the next week or two at least. I could be wrong, but that's what I presume it will be. Why are they slow? Well, there are many reasons. A lot of people go on vacation. There are some people that are high in fear. That's what the some of the analysts are saying, that there's high fear and people are just backing away. And I see it in the numbers. I see it in the stats that I take a look at it, the technical analysis and fundamental analysis. It just shows all across the board. Today, we're going to focus on education, on support and resistance levels. One of our members, Rob Hodes, asked the question, how do I know what support levels are and what are resistance levels? So for those of you who are in tune for the first time, you're going to learn a little bit more about support and resistance levels. Now, the good thing is that there are support levels and resistance levels for both crypto and stocks, and they operate very similarly, very similarly. So let's just take a look at a few stocks so that you get an idea. Now, here we have MDIA, which I was alerting. When was it? I believe it was Monday when it hit 18, and I told people it would go to not, it would drop somewhere between 9 and 11. And where did it drop to? $9, somewhere in there, $9. And then it tested again right here, and it went as high as $12.55, and then it went down to $9 again, or 7.80, and then it went back up to 12, and that's it. This one is dead. It's not going to go anywhere. Maybe it'll hover somewhere around the 7 to 6-ish range, because some people like to hold, although gains are gone. There are probably bag holders right in here and bag holders right in here, in one of these two or both. And what happens to them? Well, they're going to hold, and hopefully this stock will hit that number again sometime soon. What is the support level? Right now, currently, the support level would be right here at 720, 750-ish range, right along here. This is the new support level, because the old support level was somewhere in the $3 range, 3-ish range in here. What does support tell me in reference to investing? What support tells me is that people are holding on to investments and it's not dropping any further than that. If people start to sell off, then it's gonna break that support and it's gonna go fall below. If people start purchasing, then that support level remains and it will go up just like it did here, 1 and 2. And that is a basic explanation of support level. And we're going to look at a few different stocks in reference to support and resistance. Now, you can see here that the high was 1822, but where else did it hit? If we look at the yearly chart, maybe it hit before. Nope, it's the first time that this has happened. Look at that. It hasn't happened anywhere else in the chart, way above its marker. You can see that on these 2 days here was at about 590-ish, and now it went up to what, 18. So let's go back and look at the chart on a closer level. So this is the 5-minute chart, but let's go to the 2-minute. um Whoops, what did I do now? Let's see, here we go. And as we look at these charts, you have to get used to seeing support and resistance, because you need to know when you can jump in, when not to. Because if it's up here and all the hype is, wow, this stock is moving, should I invest up here? Well, what happens if it's up here at $14? Should I invest here? Should I invest there? Well, the big question is, so MDIA has a resistance level up here in this area, but if you attempt to purchase from here up, I mean, you could have made some money. It's highly risky because you don't know if this would have been the top, and you can see the jump from the $4-ish range all the way up to 14. I mean, you're speculating on whether it's going to go up or not, and that is very, very risky. Um, in reference to the support level, you could see it had some support here, but then people, when they don't see it go any further, they start to sell. That's what happened here. People sold, people bought here, and then they sold, And then they maintain here because there's a fight between the buyers and the sellers, and it held. It dropped a little bit right here, and so on. Now the real support level is somewhere around here right now temporarily, because this could fall more as people don't see it go any further than that. But I'd like to look at a few more here that I have here. We have GCO, which I've been tracking for a few days, and I've been tracking this one for a few days. You can see it has a lot of support right here in the $60 range, but the volume is not there. I could tell just by the amount of lines on the chart. You can see it's completely different. There's less movement in reference to that. And then in reference to resistance, you can see it has a high of 63.48. It pretty much hit it many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 times up there. I don't know. Is it going to break? Is it not going to break? It had a gap up here, and that's a good thing. But you can see it's maintained this level. It's consolidated right into here. Consolidation just means it's going straight through. It's not going up and it's not going down. It's in that range between the 61 range and the $63 range, right in there. Is it a good time to purchase? It's possible that it might do it again, but you can see it's had a steady drop right in here. This was all in one day, and it might today might be the day to purchase. I don't know, but you can watch it and see how it goes, because the best thing to do is to build your knowledge account, right? FEX. This one also had a gap up right here, and it has maintained pretty much a support level at around the $85 range. The volume is very low. There's not a lot of volume, but it went up to 86, and that is the resistance level. 86, you can see it hit 80-ish right in there, 80, 86, 85 a few times, but that's it. It's gone back down to 85 down here. Whoops. Oh, that this is this is all 86 up here, and this is 85. So it although this one shows a much narrower consolidation period, you can see there's less volume. What does this tell me? If there's less volume, it means there's less purchasing around. It's going to take a bit longer to either buy or purchase a stock that has less volume. This is FV, First Trust, the support level. Right here, you can see it's probably, you had a gap up as well. 46-ish range, although it went below that yesterday, and now it's consolidated into the 45-ish range. What's going to happen with this one? Again, I don't see much volume in there. I could tell. You can notice it down here as well, at the amount of volume. And this will take a little bit of time for newbies to get used to, because of the amount of volume will depend upon the movement of a particular stock. And in this case, this one had support at the 46-ish range. Now it's at 45. What's going to happen next? Is it going to go back up? Is it going to go back down? According to this, I don't see much of a movement, in that there isn't much volume. Why would anyone consider this for long-term right now, unless there's news, because I'm not checking the news. This is another one, Tilt. It has some support. It had some slight of a gap up. It was a low 168. You can see it has support somewhere in the 170-ish range. And if it keeps consolidating, great. But if it doesn't, it's going to drop. Now, let's look at specific support levels. Two more. ENV. Let's see, ENV. Here we go. Now, these are the bottoms, right? The bottoms are 73, in the 73-ish range, and you can see it's consolidated the last 5 days pretty much in the 73 range. That's where it's had its support, and it's hovered just above that. So you can see it's consolidating in this range. I would pick the middle range of that around 474, and it started around, let's say it was this high, 74, and you can see it's around 73.92, pretty much very similar. And that's why these support and resistance levels are very important to keep track of. One more, let's look at a bottom here. SEF. And SEF, you can also note that on SEF, there's very low volume. I would not trade this, because it takes longer to get rid of. It takes longer to sell, and it takes longer to purchase. You can see that the resistance was at 1306, and you can see that the support was at 1261. Well, this is it for CEO Trades today. Thank you, Rob Holds, for this very important question. Your support level and your resistance levels are very, very important. You should be able to measure them on a daily, but you should be able to measure them also on a yearly. You can see the support on a yearly basis right here, and you can see the resistance level right here at 20-ish, and it just dropped. This is known as the, I guess it's the Black Crow, and you can see it's just had a drop in the last year. Not too great. Well, this is it. Have a great day and stay safe, and make sure you invest in your knowledge account so your bank account grows multiplied. Take care and thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share, because if you share, you care.